Salman Soz, you just said that the BJP would not even, in your estimation, cross 200, that the decisions they're taking, the comments they're making betray anxiety. You even said that on social media. But when Mr. Gandhi speaks about a match being fixed, the umpires being manipulated, two players having been benched, he's referring, of course, to Mr. Kejriwal and Mr. Hemant Soren. He doesn't sound like he believes that the opposition is going to do well. We'll get into his allegations of fixing in a moment, but he doesn't sound like he believes this match can be won by you.
No. He's basically saying that he's making sure that the people understand that there is this whole process that the BJP has unleashed in the country, which is about fixing this election. But that doesn't mean that we're just giving up and they can do what they want. Because even when you try to fix a match, you can do as much as you want, but there will be bowlers, there will be batsmen, and we will still win.
The reason How is the election fixed? How is the election fixed?
Let me just, first of all, if you look at, there's so many different ways. Of course, they fixed it first through electoral bonds because they got all these thousands of crores. Even from companies that were losing money, they were paying them. They fixed it through ED, CBI, income tax rates. Then they started giving contracts to companies that have given them money, asked them why they did that. So that is the money part of it. Media, they've already fixed for the most part. Vast sections of media are totally finished. Forget that. When it came to the election commission, the appointment of election commissioners, despite the Supreme Court's guidance on what the Supreme Court thought was a fair way of selecting election commissioners, what did the government do? They came up with a new act, basically saying that, the prime minister, basically the government will choose, right? Because they have a minister and the prime minister and one opposition person.
But even before the Supreme Court's intervention, there was no system to actually choose the election commissioners. That's Supreme Court intervened.
Barkha, every society makes progress. Every society, that's evolution. The point is that the Supreme Court said that this is not a good way, and provided guidance on what would be a good way. Is it a good way for the government? It's like saying we'll go and contest against Pakistan, we'll have a cricket match against Pakistan, but the umpires are going to be chosen by the Pakistanis. That is the old way. That is the old way. No longer.
Okay. But that was the way when your party was in government. You didn't seek to change that.
Yes, Barkha, I'm sorry. Our party was in government for so many years. Are you saying that whatever happened in the past, we should continue to that now?
I'm not saying that. I'm just talking about the one election commission point that you cited. That's all.
No, the election commission point is simple. The Supreme Court has given you guidance. You have now deliberately, just before the election, come up with election commissioners who are basically chosen by you. So you cannot say that this is, elections should not only be free and fair, they should be seen to be, there should be perception that they're free and fair. But in the eyes of the Indian public, these elections are neither free nor fair. However, that does not mean we're going to give up. That just tells you that despite all odds, look at what they've done to the Chief Minister of Delhi. Look at what they did to the former Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Look at what they're doing to opposition. This whole idea that only 3% of the cases, ED cases, are against opposition, but not telling people that 95% of cases against politicians are against opposition politicians since 2014. Because the Prime Minister is trying to selectively lie to the Indian public. But despite all this, Barkha, I can tell you, Barkha, I'm from Jammu and Kashmir, you know that. Just a few months back, it was a foregone, everybody was saying BJP is going to win Jammu, Udhampur, no question asked. Go ask them what has happened to Jammu. In Udhampur, they're losing the seat. In Jammu, the fight is tough now. What happened to them? Jammu is supposed to be a bastion.
But okay, Salman, hold on, because there is a contradiction there which I'll come back to. You can't both say that the public is aware, the public is angry, but elections fixed. Just hold on for a moment.
Let the process is fixed because we're fighting. The public is fighting because this is not an election. This is not an election between BJP and the opposition. This is an election between the BJP and the people of India. And guess who's going to win?
Okay, Gopalji, please do come in there. Number of different points. One on how the government, circumvented what the Supreme Court wanted when it came to how election commissioners are chosen. I've already made the point that before the Supreme Court verdict, there was actually no system to choose the election commissioners. But the ED allegation is a much more serious one. You have two chief ministers, one who resigned Hemant Soren, and the other, who's a sitting chief minister, at least for now, Mr. Kejriwal, has been taken to Tihar jail today. In fact, you have their wives, Sunita and Kavita, I think it is, who have come together to now embrace Kalpana. I'm being told, I'm being corrected, that it's Kalpana, who are coming together there to now embrace not even each other but also public life. Prime Minister in his Thanthi TV interview made the point that only 3% of 7,000 cases of ED are against politicians. But the fact is that the majority of this 3% are against the opposition politicians. How do you react to this charge that you've just heard Salman Soz make?
Barkha ji, we have to understand two, three things. The contradictory which the opposition want to take high moral ground and what is going on the ground. One thing is, Rahul Gandhi is saying there is a match fixing, and then Salman Soz is saying only 200 seats. So is BJP match fixing for opposition to win this election?
Okay,
Second thing, yeah. The second thing is that is Congress won the Telangana election because of match fixing? The Congress, we see how we lost Karnataka. We put all our effort to win Karnataka, but we lost it. So that was Congress won by match fixing. Earlier they've been, so these are so many contradictory. So all the institutions which were built since 1947, we respect those institutions. India is a great democracy, and Congress ruled for almost 60 years. Till that time, everything was good. Even though they have done 1975 is a blot on the country's democracy, still they are a clean sheet with white sheet and everything. And BJP, after 10 years, everything, all these institutions are bad. We have become banana republic. Democracy is not there. So these are so many. And now tell me, is Arvind Kejriwal? They are sitting on the stage with Arvind Kejriwal, and how Sunita Kejriwal is becoming? They want to, or how, what status they have? What if the chief minister, when he is in jail, he is still running? What is the constitution? This is mockery of constitution. The people in electoral democracy, people's will is supreme. If 78% of the country people expect, they have an affinity for the prime minister, still Congress doesn't accept him as their prime minister. So what is this? कि मैं जो कर रहा हूं वो सब ठीक है, अपोजिशन के साथ जो भी गवर्नमेंट के जो भी कर रही है, चाहे ईडी खराब है, इलेक्शन कमीशन खराब है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट खराब है, एजेंसीज खराब है, तो व्हाट इज दिस द वे you run the country? If you don't believe in the institutions in the country, then who will run the country? How they want to run the country? क्या banana republic बनाना है, क्या करना है? मतलब these are all laughable comments they give at one point of time, talking like these institutions are not built by BJP. These institutions, we have a constitution, we have the institutions, judiciary, jisko globally we are respected. We are respected because of our judiciary is very strong. We are accepting, but Congress is not accepting any decision. You see, wherever the Supreme Court has given a decision in favor of BJP or which BJP supports, they will say कि it is a fixed decision. जहाँ पे opposition का है, oh, that is very good. We have a very strong judiciary. Election Commission में so many times VVPAT के ऊपर there are so many PLI, everything they have tried. Even you see Rafael, everything. मतलब what is this? And if how many, you just don't go by data. ED has recovered how much money? The prime, you yourself showed that in the last ED had recovered only 10 lakh rupees, and in last 10 years we have been able to recover 2,200 crores. There is cash from the MPs recovered from the Congress, 350 crore cash recovered. So we have planted this. So what is this? So you have, first thing, if you don't believe in Indian institutions, you have no right to be accepting. आप इलेक्शन प्रोसेस नहीं चाहते, फिर क्या चाहते हैं कि हम जो वही चलेगा? मतलब ये क्या राइट? आपको इनकम टैक्स नोटिस के बारे में बहुत क्लियर कट बता दें. They have taken cash donations of 14.5 lakh. and because of that they have lost under section 13(1) of the Income Tax Act and Election Commission Act, that they have lost the exemption from taxation.
Can I ask you a question on that last point? And then can I ask you a question, Gopalji, on that last point? They allege.
No, they are alleging because of 14.5
14 lakhs उनकी non-compliance in 42 crores BJP की है.
That's what I was telling.
आपकी non-compliance पे action नहीं लिया, उनकी
यही तो मैं बता रहा हूँ बरखा जी, मैं बता रहा हूँ. This 14.5 lakhs is cash donation about 2,000. Because of that, they lost the exemption under the income tax. And this 42 crores is about 20,000 rupees donations, where Election Commission, this Income Tax Department asked for us information, gave notice, we submitted it. Income Tax Department, no, listen, final. Income Tax Office gave so many notices to them to give the information, file the return. They did not comply. We have complied. So how, and this linking 42 crore with 14.5 lakh is completely false narration they are building.
Okay, I want to say, I want